What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for another episode of Predict the Prem. Me and my brother going head-to-head on Premier League predictions. As it stands, the scores are 125 to Sim, 116 to me. And yeah, I've been creeping up slowly. Simeon took a big lead, and I am creeping up ever so slightly. But let's get into the predictions. And before we do, let me just tell you how the scoring works. So it's 5 points for a correct scoreline, 3 points for a correct result, and both teams to score 1 point for a correct result. And there is a star man as well, where me and my brother both pick a man that is playing this weekend. 2 points for a goal, 1 point for an assist. And let's get straight into it with Leicester against Arsenal. I have gone for 1-1.
Yeah, and I've gone 2-2. I've gone for a few more goals, but I think
changed it from 2-2 last second to 1-1.
I see, it's to make you more likely to get the 5. Fair enough. But look, I think two teams who are in form at the moment. Leicester really coming into the win against Man United recently, and obviously the win against Brentford. A bit lucky, but they got over the line at the end of the day. So I'll give them confidence. Patson Daka as well. He's looking good at the moment. But Arsenal, you've got to say, they're playing very well, and they don't look like their unbeaten run is going to end anytime soon. So I think they might get a point out of this game, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, you're saying Arsenal are looking good. I mean, yeah, they look good against Aston Villa, but apart from that, I don't think they have looked too good. And I think that Leicester are going to play well this weekend. I think Leicester will be the better side, but I think Arsenal will just about get over the line and nick a point, to be honest. But let's move on to Burnley against Brentford. And finally, we've got some differences in our opinions this weekend. I've gone for 2-1 to Brentford.
I've gone 2-1 Burnley. I've gone for them to get their first win of the season. Might be outside the box, but I know Brentford have had their struggles of late with getting the ball in the back of the net. I know they're playing well, they're just not scoring the goals, and I just got a feeling that they're going to get frustrated by this Burnley side. And Burnley need the wins, and they'll see this as an opportunity to potentially get their first win on the board.
Yeah, I do think Burnley, Brentford will have a bit too much for Burnley this weekend. I know Burnley have been slightly, I'll say impressive, but they haven't been impressive, but they definitely should have more points on the board than they do have, in my opinion. But likewise for Brentford, they should also have more points on the board than they have. They've had 2 back-to-back away wins in the Premier League, and I'm going to back them to make it a 3 in a row in the Premier League. So Brentford to win 2-1, in my opinion. Let's move over to Liverpool against Brighton. I've gone for 3-0 to Liverpool.
I won 4-0 and 1 extra goal. So we'll see how it's going to be a close one. But yeah, Liverpool just banging form, aren't they? The way Brighton plays is going to play right into Liverpool's hands, I feel. So it should be a day for Liverpool to get a few goals, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, Brighton have been fairly solid at the back this season. Their defence have looked good. But yeah, you can't look past Liverpool in this one. It's going to be Mo Salah once again, best player in the world at the moment. And it's so hard. I mean, it's next to impossible to stop Mo Salah at the moment. So at Anfield as well, yeah, I think it's going to be a convincing win for Liverpool. But let's move on. Man City against Crystal Palace. I've gone for 2-0 to Man City.
Yeah, 3-1.
So both gone for 2 goal margins here. I think Man City's defence have been stellar this season, as it was last season. So it's going to be hard for Palace to find any spare change out of them. So I've gone for Man City to win 2-0.
I just got a feeling with Edouard and Zaha and Ollie's there, that with Man City leaving a lot of space to play with in behind, I think there could be a goal in there for Palace. I just think the City, with their attacking talent, obviously they're going to waltz in a few times and get a few goals. But I think Palace are good for a goal here.
Newcastle against Chelsea. I've gone for 3-1 to Chelsea.
And I've gone for 2-0.
Yeah,
I've gone 2-0. Yeah, I think there should be a solid victory. I think Newcastle of late, they've got lucky against Palace to nick a point. I just think with Chelsea's solid back line, I think they should be keeping a clean sheet.
Yeah, I mean, they should do. But for Newcastle this season, however bad they've been, they always seem to find a goal from somewhere. And Chelsea's defence hasn't been as impenetrable as it was in the early stages of the season. So I think Newcastle can find a goal from somewhere, but I think Chelsea will be way too strong for them and end up winning quite convincingly, 3-1. Let's go to Watford against Southampton. We've reversed it from the Arsenal game. I've gone for 2-2 and you've gone for 1-1 this time.
I don't think there'll be as many. Yeah, I just feel like two teams who both playing not terribly, but Southampton getting the 2-2 draw against Burnley last time out. Great win for Watford, but I think the last 10 minutes probably paint a false narrative as to how the game really was. So I think both teams will probably take a point in this game.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Both teams would take a point. You don't really know which Watford are going to turn up. 2 games under Ranieri. They've conceded 5 and scored 5 in consecutive games. So I've gone for a draw in this one. I think Southampton fairly solid, but I can actually see a few goals flying in this game with Watford flying forward. So yeah, I've gone for 2-2. Let's move over to the 5:30 on the Saturday. Tottenham against Manchester United. And whenever Sim goes 2-2, I go 1-1. Whenever I go 2-2, you go 1-1.
Seems like it. I've gone for 2-2. I've gone for, I think Spurs, you might be surprised. I'm hoping you might be surprised that maybe they're going to try and create a few more chances in this game. But Man United will want a reaction to their absolutely dismal defeat to Liverpool last time out. So they're definitely going to be well up for it, I reckon. With their attacking talent, Sancho and Rashford and Greenwood, they're definitely going to get at least a couple of goals. I'm hoping the likes of Son and Kane really step up for Tottenham and also match that. So I'm gone for 2-2.
Yeah, I mean, I've been quite impressed with Spurs' defence with Christian Romero in there. I think we're quite hard to get past. But on the flip side, Man United, like you said, are definitely going to be looking for a reaction. I was flirting with 2-0 to Man United, but I thought, no way can I predict a Spurs loss here. So I've gone for 1-1. Let's move over to the Sunday games, which is Norwich against Leeds. I've gone for 2-1 to Leeds.
Yeah, 2-0. I've gone for a clean sheet. Which is, yeah, I mean, maybe not wise, but just Norwich are just all over the place at the moment. I think they're going to play into Leeds' hands as well, the way they play. They can't seem to get a point or a goal for love nor money, Norwich. And a 7-0 defeat to Chelsea was a real sad indictment of where they are at the moment. So I've gone for 2-0.
Yeah, I've gone for 2-1. I think Norwich will actually look at this game and see this Leeds side and think they can do something in this game when, you know, it's going to be slim pickings for the whole season with Norwich trying to pick up points. And I think they'll probably look at this one thinking that they can get something over the line. So I've gone for them to get a goal, but I think Leeds will be a bit too strong for them. But I've been so disappointed with Leeds this season. It really feels like they're suffering from that second season syndrome, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it could easily be a draw this game, but I've just gone for Leeds just to nick it. Aston Villa against West Ham, the battle of the Claret and Blues. I've gone for 1-1.
I've gone for 1-0 West Ham. I've gone for them to nick it again. They're in good form, really solid defensively. Villa struggling at the moment to look good going forward and create chances. If you struggle to create chances against Arsenal, you're going to struggle against West Ham as well. So that's why I've gone with them to lose 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see your point. But the thing is, with Aston Villa, with 3 losses on the bounce now, I mean, a reaction is surely got to come in this game. Surely, in front of the home fans. West Ham didn't really impress me against Spurs last week, albeit they don't have Europe to contend with this week. But they did have a penalty shootout against Man City, which they came out on top. I mean, West Ham is probably obviously the obvious choice to go for, but I've just gone a bit outside the box and gone for a draw in this one. But let's move over to the Monday night game, and that is Wolves against Everton. I've gone for 1-0 to Wolves.
I've gone for 1-0. I think it'll be a draw. I've just gone for Everton to find something like a set piece or something, but Wolves will probably dominate, create some chances, but they just don't seem to be able to consistently get goals, do they, Wolves? They seem to really struggle to get the ball in the back of the net. So I've gone them to get a 1 and miss probably a host of chances, and then Everton's probably equalise at some point.
Yeah, probably that is the way it's going to pan out. I mean, I've predicted so many 1-0 wins to Wolves. I'm not sure if I've even caught one yet, but maybe one. But I think that Wolves have been really impressive this season. Everton, don't really know which Everton side are going to turn up, but with a strong Wolves side, I think it's going to be a very, very tight game, and Wolves are just going to nick it. I mean, Everton, they're going to probably want a reaction after that Watford game, but I think it would have demoralised them more than anything, that Watford game. So I've gone for 1-0 to Wolves. And let's move over to the star man. And of course, we've both gone for Mo Salah. Sim
Couldn't
looked at
risk it
last
again.
week's with the Mo Salah, with him getting a hat-trick and an assist as well. And yeah, he didn't want to be on the losing end of that again.
No, I couldn't risk it. I knew you were going to go for Salah. I was like, he's going for Salah, so I have to, because he's just on fire at the moment. He 10 goals in a row, 10 games in a row he scored. So he's probably going to get another, so I can't not pick him.
Yeah. All right. So that is our Predict the Prem this week. I want to know your predictions in the comment section below. I want to know who your star man is this weekend, and I want to know who you think is going to come out on top this weekend, me or Sim. Can I close the gap even further, or will Sim widen the gap once again? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs.